This is the hipster Snek, and I was not expecting a vocal theme. Select language, English. Wait, can I use my control pad? Can I use the... No. Oh, okay. I was not expecting it to praise the bun. This is the hipster Snek, and today I'm getting into Happy's Humble Burger Farm, the full game that I played a demo for some time ago when I did Happy's Humble Burger Barn. Scythe Burger Team, okay. I played through the demo and I loved it. I loved everything about it. And so today we're getting into the real meat, as it were. Obscura. Lose this terminal. Whoa. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna overthink this. Let's just get into the new game. Grill kept you waiting, huh? Check the appliance switch.
I wonder how effective these obscura chips are.
What?
Well, they don't call them reality fabrication chips for nothing. We're gonna start making all the employees get them too. So what, we're gonna have them installed in our own skulls? Wouldn't surprise me. We'd like to cut corners to save credit. They can't give us a raise after working here for years, but they'll blow all the money in the world on fancy mind-controlled chips.
You're putting a mind control chip in me?
This mind control chip looks secure. Let's stitch them up. Right, let's get this over with. Say, we're doing for lunch.
I'm not sure I consented to this operation. Don't leave me on the grill too long, it might burn. I'm not sure if you could burn them in the demo. I never actually actively tried that. Cook a burger. First grab a bottom bun and place it on the assembly board. Hi. Oh, that must be the customer. I have to say, the graphics have come a very long way in a very short time. Why am I in like some kind of terrifying dark forest? Bottom... Oh. Bottom bun. Okay, right-click his place. Then place one of every sandwich topping. Lettuce. Pickle. Oh, I can pick up more than one thing. Okay. Looks like I can carry 4 things. And my flashlight. Oh. Next, grab a burger patty, cook it, and place it on the burger. Don't cross your arms at me, sir. I am a professional. Probably. Maybe. It's like splattering everywhere. That's some serious grease. If it's going that far, you really, like, have a mask and an apron and gloves on. That dude's like getting antsy over there. It's like, dude, chill. We're in a dark forest. What do you want from me? Hot food, cold drink, starting 99 cents. This... Whoop, I was just about to say, is it done? But apparently it is. Finish the burger by placing a top bun, which is a little different than how it was in the demo. A little more complicated, but it makes sense. Serving customers. All customers must be served food in a bag. Make sure you... So I'm not just like throwing it at them this time. Make sure you pay attention to exactly what they order. Thankfully, this specific customer isn't picky. Interact with the bags laying on the assembly table. Note once an order is bad, there's no going back, so be careful and pay close attention. Place the customer's burger in the bag. Ring the bell to release the bag from the board. Serve. Throw it to the customer. I'm throwing something at them, just not the food itself. Okay. And then I right-click. Happy's Deluxe. The bell releases it from the table, and Happy is only happy when you're doing your job correctly. Serving wrong orders or being a poor employee can result in infractions. Infractions cause unpleasant things to occur. She only moves if you're not looking. Keep an eye on her at all times. Happy is angry to serve her a burger, but requires a rotten patty. When she is released, you'll find piles of rotten patties around the restaurant. I was like, is she going to sneak up on me while I'm trying to read this? But apparently not. They gave me enough time to at least read the message, which I guess is nice. Whoa. Hang in there. Ah, joke's on you. This is nicer than my actual apartment. Use your employee manual. Strongly recommend taking time to reference your employee manual tab at any time. Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Happy Humble Training Manual. They're really going for a theme here, aren't they? An introduction to your first day operation procedures and restaurant management. Second 22nd, I'm guessing that's second edition, written by someone. Welcome, new employee. For reading this, congratulations. You've been hired. Read this manual to get started. There was no punctuation there, so that's a very cute Happy. I like that. Swooshed hair. Shakes, like different sandwiches, and the toppings. Okay. So, next page. Don't make me cry. Grab chilled patties, throw them on the grill. Don't make them too much early. Don't make too much early, it spoils fast. At the prep table, place one bottom bun and one of each topping. Prep while the meat cooks. Moo, oink, oink, Charlie. Fries and cookies. Add a beef patty to get a delightful Happy's Deluxe. A slice of pork to make it a poppin' pork sandwich. Or a juicy piece of chicken to make it fantastic. Okay. Salmon nugs and fries. Plan ahead to keep these made. Empty one bag of fries and salmon nuggets. Put it into the fryer. Wait until cooked. Remove and place into warming basket before serving. Remember, one basket equals a full warmer. Keep a batch in the fryer to be safe. Okay, so those don't go bad. I can just keep those as is, and they'll be fine. Hot pies and cookies. Place it into an oven and bake them before serving. Press the red button. This is way more complicated already. Two each in the oven at a time, because always have some of both made. Soft drink and slushy, simply fill on demand at each drink station and serve. Pretty easy, huh? Make extra when you can. People order a lot at once. Employee guidelines. Your role at Happy Humble Burger Farm is to serve our loyal customers only the best. From top quality ingredients to your perfect happy humble smile. Responsibilities. Arrive on time for all shifts. Provide your own transportation to and from work. Clock to start your shift. Clock to end. Turn on off all lights, appliances, and open sign. Answer all calls from supervisor. Do not miss these calls. Cook and serve food to company standards. Handle each cash transaction. They are watching you. Maintain an orderly restaurant. Clean and uphold maintenance standards. Failure to manage these duties will result in severe punishment or termination. Keep Happy's Humble Burger Farm happy. I could draw better than this, Bacon. Eat. I can't smile anymore. Hey. Infractions. Each shift will be assessed and judged based on the infraction system. Your performance will be judged on the time and quality of your work. Who is the manager? Bonus. Efficient employees will find their shift ends with the minimum allowance of infractions. In the event you receive a bonus. Turn on the drive-thru to get more customers equals money. It could be you. Spending. With your bonus, we encourage you to spend and save wisely. Visit the Happy Bar and local coffee shop. This is a full game tutorial all right here. To enjoy and push you through your shifts. Stay happy by expanding your collection of music, rare action figures, limited edition Moonga, okay, and much more that the new Elysian City has to offer. Moonga is cool, but it's hard to find, feels bad. Remember, do everything with a happy, humble smile. Hey, you, follow the rules. Your life depends on it. Enjoy your time. The open sign, main door. There isn't. Don't get trapped in there. Play area. So they have a full map. Don't close your eyes to the truth. Burgers are here. It looks kind of similar, but a little bit like more streamlined. When Happy is mad, there is nowhere to hide. Total steps walked. Wow, they're keeping track of everything, huh? Okay, I guess that's our tutorial, and we're just gonna move on. What is that beeping? I really didn't notice that while I was reading, Press the interactive button object when holding objects for opening the door and grabbing the communicator on the counter. Hang in there. Controls. You can interact with some held items, grab a candy bar from the fridge, and eat it. Stop!
Hey, kid. Good news.
Oh,
You're
that's my
hired.
phone.
And I'm your boss. The company had this communicator dropped off. All Worker Farm employees get one. It allows me to check in on you at any time. So behave yourself. They only work
easy.
one way though, so you can't call me like ever. But trust me, if you need something, I'll know. Now don't be late for your first shift. Keep those customers happy. Get it?
Happy. Who's that? Can I zoom in? No, apparently I cannot. Locked doors. Find another way or try the deadbolt. If there are fries in the freezer, that means the freezer isn't working. Because if the freezer was working, they'd be dead. Ever.
That awkward moment where you don't know the song names from the band you're listening to. Like, shit, you don't know the bassist's birthday or the guitarist's third favorite mistress's favorite color. Do you even, listen to this band?
That's so hipster that even I have to cringe. Shower and get refreshed. Taking a shower restores health and energy. Okay, that makes sense. The shower is a holy place. Whoa, I just leave my front up. No, he opened it. Did you do that on purpose? Hi? You okay? You know what? You do you, man.
Harnessing the ingenuity of the world's top flavor engineers and
Over time,
energy
you'll probably
scientists
feel the things
to
you
concoct
collected.
a recipe unrivaled in both taste and energy boost. Our new beverage is unmatched even by the strongest coffee beans anywhere on the planet. Bub Cola is back with double sugar and double caffeine. Twice the rush,
That's
twice the sugar high,
probably
twice
not
the
good
energy.
for you.
Ah! When you need to really get things kicking off, crack into a Bub Cola!
That's enough of that. I have a litter box, but I don't see a door jam. Won't open right now. Try again tomorrow. Obscura programming?
Yo, do you even lift, bruh?
What?
It's time to hit the gym extra hard. Time to bring your pump to the next level. Time to set gains to maximum. We've got pre-workouts that'll leave you so energized, you'd swear you shotgun 8 jazzy jobbers. This stuff is so legit, the government wants to ban it. But after finding a legal loophole, we figured...
Okay, I just got started. I'm already inundated with material. Farmyard festivities. Hey there, I was made by cartoonist Tex Venaver. Farmyard festivities debuted shortly after the Great Scythian War ended. Wow, okay. I don't even know where to start with this one. It was a quick hit offering slapstick comedy after an intense conflict. Farmyard festivities debuted when TV was still in black and white, and it was a quick success, offering a weary public just what they needed. Lighthearted comedy to take their minds off of the horror and strife of the Great Scythian War. The war had ended just around 1 year prior to the pilot episode. Cartoonist Tex Vanover used childhood doodles scribbled on his school notebooks called the Barnyard Buds as his characters. While the show was targeted at kids, adults also enjoyed the wacky antics of the Barnyard Buds, tapping their feet to the big band orchestra and music provided by the esteemed Sadites, I guess, Coastal Orchestra. While the cartoon went on to become a runaway success, many of the original Buds were retired. By the end of the series, 20 years later, some had been retired permanently, only emerging again in the video games. Some of these retired characters include Gary the Grumpy Goat, Dimitri Duck, Prancing Preston Pony, and Sonny the Sheepish Sheepdog. That's a tongue twister. There were, however, clear fan favorites. Happy the Humble Heifer, most of all, was the runaway star, and has since become an unrivaled cultural icon across the planet Scythe. So we're not on Earth. We're on a completely different world. Okay, I accept that at face value. Even decades later, kids grew up and watching modern takes on Happy, and the parents revisit the classics with their kids. Happy the Humble Heifer, that's like some vintage cartoon styling. Happy the Humble Heifer today is a cultural icon known globally across several generations of people. But Happy wasn't Tex's intended star. The fans decided that. Tex had originally intended Gary the Grumpy Goat and Sonny the Sheepish Sheepdog to carry the franchise. Incidentally, both characters are no longer used today. Happy was the character people seem to resonate with the most by wide margin. Her first appearance, ironically, was as a background character. That is very true to life, actually. That's one of those weird things about fans. Like, the main character is almost never the most popular one. Happy finally got her very own starring episode Until the Cows Come Home. It produced the highest ratings of the series and quickly led the Tex to reimagine the show around her, among other emerging favorites. Farmyard Festivities, Tex Vanover, and Shao Creatives production. Till the Cows Come Home. Copyright under the Obscura Family Programming, all rights reserved. I don't see a year. I was wondering if we could get a year, but if this is a different world, maybe it doesn't matter. Petey the Portly Pig. Petey the Portly Pig is arguably the second biggest breakout star of the Barnyard Buds. Petey eventually went on to star in his very own 3D platforming adventure game. Petey the Portly Pig was Tex's first character. Technically, Petey is the original Barnyard Bud. Petey is every bit as joyful as his heifer friend, always bearing a smile despite almost always being hunted. His first starring role had him up against the farmer in Bacon in the Sun. A recurring motif with Petey became his interaction with wild boars, being a domesticated pig meeting feral hogs in the wild and earning their respect. A common sitcom trope some say Petey originated. Charlie the Chillin' Chicken. Charlie the Chillin' Chicken was yet another early Barnyard Bud that became a mainstay of the entire franchise. Charlie had a very chilled-out, zen personality. Some even called Charlie a deadbeat. Charlie was the first of the Barnyard Buds to sing a song in an episode. Songs went on to become a staple in both the TV shows and movies. Charlie would brandish a baritone guitar and play Western-style licks, making fans of viewers old and young alike. That's actually truer than you might think. In fact, I believe it was Phineas and Ferb went like the first 6 episodes not having any songs, and then like they finally did like one episode that had like 3 or 4 songs in it, and it just kind of became a staple of this show going forward. And it helped that their music was also very consistently great. The character of Charlie eventually reached #1 on the music charts with 8 different songs, including The Barnyard Connection, In My Barn, Cockadoodle Don't, These Wings Aren't Made for Flying, and On the Wings of a Rooster. And most of these are parodies of actual songs, like These Wings Aren't Made for Flying probably being These Boots Are Made for Walking, and On the Wings of a Rooster maybe being Wings on a Nightingale, but you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm overthinking this or underthinking this. A line of guitars are eventually made with Charlie's likeness. Fans criticized the cheap parts and the fact that a classical guitar was used instead of Charlie's signature baritone. Solomon the Standoffish Salmon? This is getting weirder and weirder. Solomon the Standoffish Salmon has a much shorter history than the other franchise regulars. His character was rebranded as Sammy the Surly Salmon halfway through the Farmyard Festivities run and given an episode. From Solomon the Standoffish to Sol the Salty to Sammy the Surly, the character grew in popularity and importance. Sammy's first solo episode was unique in that it actually provided viewers an educational look at the actual mating behaviors of real-life salmon. Some parents got upset, claiming they didn't want their children learning about how fish mate, but Tex Vanover laughed them off as shrill and hysterical. It's a kid's cartoon. Other parents praised the direction. The migration to procreation. The Farmer. The Farmer is the ultimate antagonist of the Barnyard Buds throughout the franchise. Second most notable villain is his cousin, the Fisherman. The Farmer also has a family known as the Farmer's Wife and the Farmer's Daughter. He also has a dog, Richie Hound. Later on in the show, the Farmer was humanized, showing no awareness of the intelligent nature of the animals. They are merely livestock to him, not victims he relishes in butchering. Fans and critics alike were stunned tuning into the 2-part series finale of Farmyard Festivities. Tex wrote and directed the final episode, Farmer's Harvest, before passing the torch to his son Chuck. Farmer's Harvest saw the Buds captured and butchered in a surprisingly sad send-off. When asked about the intense ending, Tex smiled and said, "Ask Chuck." Oh my gosh, it's still going. Happy's Humble Hijinks. The animation style makes me think Rocco's Modern Life, especially the eclectic color palette. Happy's Humble Hijinks was a nostalgic era for the Barnyard Buds. He placed it second as it is closest in spirit to the Farmyard Festivities. The Vanover twins oversaw hijinks and took it upon themselves to recapture the spirit of Tex's original vision. This included a focus on slapstick comedy aimed at kids with a few hidden jokes for adults. The twins ditched the long-term story arcs of the games, anime, and comic books. They were anime, okay. Critics took note and rejoiced, calling hijinks a return to form after the more experimental Chuck era. What did Chuck do? I think we skipped that bit. The characters also went back to their roots. Happy episodes went back to uplifting the audience. PD episodes taught morals. Sammy episodes returned to educational themes. The farmer was once again a more goofy, light-hearted villain, and Charlie returned to his musical antics, covering new genres of music such as hip-hop and heavy metal. As a result, Charlie became the most popular character of the era, with Sammy coming in close second, and the first time in franchise history Happy had been dethroned from the top spot. The twins capitalized and made Charlie and Sammy the focus of hijinks after its first 2 seasons. The Happy's Humble Hijinks series debuted to huge ratings. The pilot also coincided with the Happy Hamburger merger. A deal had been struck between the restaurant and the Vanivers. The revitalized Buds would serve as new mascots for the restaurant, and kids would get a free toy with each of their humble meals. I'm so used to saying just Happy Humble that it's just kind of becoming a habit. Happy Humble habit. But this does explain where all this comes from, so that's pretty cool. The merger brought a whole new generation of hijinks on both the restaurant and on hijinks. In light of the success, the Vanivers and their new partners released several food products, such as cereals branded around each main character, energy bars, and even canned Happy Deluxes. It's like Farmer Flakes, Happy's Honey Crunch, PD Puffs, now with marshmallow bits, Charlie Chunks Canned Deluxe, patented recipe to go, Sammy Snacks, Happy's Humble Hijinks Volumes 1 and 2. The series ran for 7 seasons before ending. The first season consisted of 10 episodes, where, upon being renewed, Hijinks was given 25 episodes per each season. The show was also granted several specials that wound up being released in theaters. While Happy Humble Hijinks was running, a renewed interest was sparked in the previous iterations of the brand. The video games, comic books, anime, and farmyard festivities all saw boosts in sales as a new generation of kids caught up with their parents. Although the show started strong and with very high demand, the ratings began to fizzle towards the later seasons. That's pretty common, though. Rather than push the show past its expiration date, the twins did their own take on Farmer's Harvest and released it in theaters. Happy's Humble Hijinks didn't just end with the theatrical release. Throughout its run, several specials debuted in theaters, the most successful being the Lunar Harvest special. Kids and their parents alike enjoyed the light horror themes and the twist of the Buds joining forces with the farmer to escape a haunted mansion. Later specials were made, including The Winter Harvest, a Charlie the Chuggin' Chicken rock opera, and more. Another spin-off resulted from the hijinks era was Farmer Festivities on Ice. The production lasted several years, but ultimately ended at the same time as the series. 5 and 6, 7, 3, and 4. Ooh, if this gets too long, I'm going to make lore its own video. When Chuck Vaniver took over for the franchise, it had been 20 years since Texas' creation. Farmyard Festivities had ended. Oh, Chuck. I literally could not read that because of the font. Chuck had a bizarre vision, reinvention without borders, wild psychedelic music numbers and visuals, deep musings about life and all that it entails. A show in no way aimed at kids, but made entirely for angsty teenagers and rebellious young adults. Happy the Humble Heifer was going to break all the barriers, blaze a new trail, reinvent animation, and then the studio burned down in a catastrophic fire. Some consider the loss of Chuck Vaniver's first season of Happy the Humble Heifer the single biggest loss in animation history. So this really was, such a huge cultural touchstone. Only a few scraps of illustrations and storyboards remain, and only a few minutes of security cam footage captured the fire from a distance. Chuck did manage to bounce back from the truly harsh defeat, revitalizing the franchise in entirely unique and unexpected ways. Some say he rose like a phoenix out of the ashes of the Vaniver Studios, others claim he sacrificed his dream project for riches. This is certainly more intriguing than most animation stories. I'll be honest, I'm one of those weirdos who's not particularly nostalgic for a lot of really old stuff that a lot of people hold dear. A lot of Hanna-Barbera was just them, riffing off popular celebrities and other cultural trends. They weren't particularly innovative at all. Barring, Tom and Jerry. That aside, Happy the Humble Heifer. Only a few initial designs and sketches remain. They were the only thing salvaged from the fire. The most notable among these sketches are a redesigned Happy the Humble Heifer and 2 other cow characters. Some theorize Aristocow Happy was Happy's mother, and Nightmare Happy was an antagonist from some sort of psychedelic ego death sequence. Aristocow. That particular style makes me think of Cowboys of Moo Mesa, and you're welcome for reminding you that exists. Super Barnyard Buds. Cute. After the studio fires and failed launch of the Happy the Humble Heifer reboot, Chuck decided to try something entirely different. He enlisted the help of a video game company, Shao Interactive, to take the characters of the Farmyard festivities into a new era. This resulted in a redesign of the hit video game franchise Super Barnyard Buds. The platforming games were a huge hit and became one of the most popular video games ever. Super Barnyard Buds 1, 2, 3, and 4, and aka the Lost Stages, cute, were released on the Fun Zone, and later re-released on the Super Fun Zone and Fun Zone 64 consoles. So yeah, this is definitely some alternate universe. Spin-offs of the game included 3D platformers, a racing game, Barnyard Derby, and the farmer even made a guest appearance in Senile Showdown Faultless Triumph. I don't even know what to make of that one. It's still going. Happy the Heroic Heifer. After the success of the Super Barnyard Buds on both the Fun Zone and Super Fun Zone consoles, spin-offs were made for a new generation, with all new capabilities in graphics and gameplay mechanics. These 3D platformers began with the wildly popular title Happy the Heroic Heifer. The game featured a happy far removed from the Farmyard festivities days. The game was set centuries before the timeline of any other franchise, and somehow connected it all. The game managed to establish the FFU, aka Farmyard Festivities universe. The Happy in this story is a monster hunter and does battle with various beasts such as snakes, killer plants, dragons, reptilians, shapeshifters, the undead, and so much more. Petey the Portly Pig's Perilous Pillage platforming. Petey the Portly Pig's Perilous Platforming Pillage prequel was the follow-up to Happy the Heroic Heifer. Much like many games in the franchise before it was an acclaimed hit. Petey stars in the game, which picks up right after the events of the Heroic Heifer. While the multiverse had been successfully shut and all various buds back to their respective homes, a new threat emerged, kidnapping not only Happy, Charlie, and Sammy, but even the farmer as well. It's up to Petey to get to the bottom of the mystery and save him. The boars from the anime make an appearance, yet again proving to be both ally and foe to poor Petey. After the launch of these two titles, Burger Barn rebranded as Burger Farm. That might explain the naming discrepancy. Escape from the Barn, the animated series. Okay, I'm just going to stop for a second and say I tip my non-existent hat at the game creators. The fact that you not only took the time out to write all this out and conceptualize this, the fact that you literally just give it to me at the very start of the game, just kind of like as a magazine sitting on my shelf, is great. After the success of the Super Barnyard Buds games, Chuck decided to take another stab at the cartoon game, and a spin-off anime was made based on the games. Farmyard Festivities was mostly big in sadites, not true of EFTB. Escape from the Barn went on for several seasons and had strict continuity. While the animation was rather light and whimsical, the show could get rather grisly, and many of the characters had gruesome and tragic death scenes. The show also had a tie-in comic book series known as the Mungas of the same name, Escape from the Barn. Like, what sound does a cow make in Japanese? The series eventually spun off into several films and even a trading card game. For a limited time, trading cards were offered with every Happy's Deluxe meal. Sales went wild. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Escape from the Barn comic book was aimed at an older audience. Teenagers and young adults loved the juxtaposition of cute characters and their brutal deaths. The manga comics was released in tandem with a series of kaiju horror films called Escape from the Barn Nightmares, as well as Escape from the Barn the anime. The release of the comics, anime, and films all coincided with the new line of toys and the relaunch of Happy's Humble Burger. It was renamed Happy's Humble Burger Barn. All this eventually ramped up into the surviving Vaniverse collaborating on a massive crossover film, featuring buds from every era joining forces to stop a threat so big even the farmer is on their side. It has yet to be released. The Escape from the Barn comic features recurrent nightmare sequences that tie into the kaiju films. All this is said to be leading to a massive crossover of all eras. Thanks for reading. Stay tuned for part 2, which will cover Farmyard Festivities on Ice Barnyard Baby Buds and go into details about the restaurants. That was more information than I wanted, expected, or needed. Oh no, oh, okay, we're back to the front. Whew.
Pain is a part of life, an inevitability.
I forgot that I had this thing in my
face
hand.
And endure. But why face the pain alone? Obscura Biotech has your back. The latest
Why did my
formulas
door
of our
just open?
Painbuster pills will have you content and forgetting
Painbuster?
about that slipped disc in no time. Painbusters, busting
Toes.
pain out of the
Don't
membrane.
open. You know what? Can we just turn this thing off forever? Just never, ever speak of this thing again. In fact, I'm just gonna... I'm sorry. What? Keep an eye on health and stamina. If either runs low, visit a vending machine for coffee and food. Eat my asphalt. The strut can move. It handles great and drives so smooth. And runs. Driven to move. Is that a reference to the weird truck in the first game? Okay, I don't know. Open stairwells like that always make me a little nervous. Oh, hey dude. You alright? You doing okay? The most important aspect of the game is money when in doubt, work. Hi. Hi. I'm gonna get going if you don't mind. Humble Bar XL. You won't finish it in one bite. Comes in delicious pea and carrot flavor? Can all your happy Happy's humble flavors processed and preserved in a can for your convenience. Deluxe expired? Show me old and expired can of instant coffee Happy themed. You wouldn't advise consuming this. But if you do it, it'll still give you a swift kick. Charlie the Chillin' Chicken number 48. Very own action figure. Very own action figure. 40 pig. Farmer. Formula. At home, get your own chilled beef patty right here. Okay. You're gonna be okay, man? Alright. Let's go. You were almost... Nice little Resident Evil callback. I appreciate that. There was something about late 90s, early aughts dubbing, which was, it's kind of a lost art. Like, it was so bad that it just kind of wrapped around to being kind of magical. And I feel we lost something for actually having competent voice work.
New Elysian City. She's beautiful. If you're in the nice part of town, you're not.
No.
Maybe someday. A friend of mine who's in real estate told me it'll be its own little paradise.
Really?
Someday.
This is quite the city.
Anyway,
Love the
better head to
helicopter.
work, kid. Usually you can take the bus, but it's getting repaired today. So head left from your apartment and go straight through that creepy tunnel. You'll be late. Trust me.
How do I know if I'm late? I spent like 20 minutes just reading about Happy's backstory. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. I find that stuff fascinating. Energy doesn't go down very fast, though. It's like they're building something over there. What's that? I better not get in the way. I don't have a hard hat or anything. A whole bunch of stuff over there, but I can't go there yet. I bet those are like the shops or something. Guess I'll run through the dark tunnel. Serve the customers well, or Happy will get mad. You won't like Happy when she's angry. She gonna Hulk out at me? I already don't like it's... In a way, it's kind of trite, like maybe it's almost overplayed, but there is something just deeply unsettling about enemies or monsters that don't move when you look at them, but do move when you're not looking at them. Like, there's something just unsettling about that form of behavior. This is definitely different in the demo.
Welcome to your home away
When in doubt,
from
work it
home.
out. You must work at least once a day.
Humble Burger Farm. It's in disrepair, but don't worry. After a few shifts, it'll all be up and running. Consider it training.
Alright.
Today, all you gotta worry about is the grill. Your Happy's Deluxe, Fantastic Fowl, Pop and Pork Patties are all available in the walk-in freezer. No stealing the product. So, anyways, if you need health or energy, buy an energy bar from the vending machine. So turn on the lights and the oven, clock yourself in, hit the open sign.
Now come on,
and
Buds.
get to
Giving
work.
up isn't in our nature.
I didn't actually expect her to talk when I clicked on her. Do all of them have something to say?
A woodland compound? I mean, you're talking crazy, man. We left the barn to, like, escape tyranny, not create it, man.
I wasn't expecting something so profound from a chicken. This is definitely, like, one thing I have to say, textures, much higher resolution than the... Can I go in there? No one will mind if I take a minute to look around, will they? They sure didn't when I was doing the demo. Whoa, I can jump. I couldn't do that before either. Like, the textures are really, really good. The ball pit's empty. Lame. Man, when I was a kid, it was all about the ball pit. If you could get into the ball pit, that was like the place to be. That was just super awesome for any kid. But yeah, like, the textures are really high quality now. Like, the demo didn't look terrible, but it definitely had a more PS1 feel. This is at least a console generation evolution. This was like a late PS2 game, and for an indie game, that's impressive. That's a compliment.
I'll help you fast, happy old pal.
Never do that again.
Get your stinking nets, hooks, and worms out of my face, fisherman.
Was that your attempt at the Clint Eastwood parody? Senile Showdown Arthritis? Senile Showdown? I can work with this. Out of order. Charlie the Chillin' Chicken. Zen and well-tempered. He's always... a Roomba scared me. At least we have a Roomba. A brick? Why do we have a brick in the bathroom? And you're coming home with me. Refer to your manual, press the manual button to learn the ropes. I've kind of already done that. Restaurant income, time remaining. Okay, so it's going to work similarly to the demo. What's this? Simulation order form? Information 100%. Additional order time, event time, oven upgrade. Okay. That's gonna get overwhelming. I already have one music track playing. I don't need two. Okay, there's the ice cream machine is out of order, because of course it is. Okay, I guess he was serious that I literally only have to worry about the grill. This sounds like Castlevania music, which is a good thing. Stay healthy, stay energized, take care of yourself. Vending depot today. Okay. Kitchen lights. Whoops. Alright, lights are on. You can only turn lights on during your shift. Pick up and dispose of trash in lobby. Pick up, reset rat traps around exterior. Move deliveries near back door to indoor shelves. Give a bonus to any employee that completes these tasks. I'd like a bonus. Oh. Oh, it's you! We're co-workers. Sorry for, like, acting weird, I guess? Something infraction. Oh, I didn't turn the lights on. Let's, Ah! Alright, we're getting somewhere now. We're off to a much better start now. Okay. Oh, I guess if I'm waiting for a customer, I can look at what these other tasks are. Pick up and dispose of trash around the lobby. Alright. Ah. Oh, you have a person coming in. Okay, use a napkin. Alright, what can I do for you, sir? Happy's Deluxe, no pickle. So, regular burg? Right, they're in the freezer. I don't think it'll hurt anything if I leave the freezer open. Oh gosh, other people are coming in. This is actually going to be... Where's the grill? Ah, yes. Get in control. Oh no! I'm already losing control of the situation! I bragged too much during the demo, and now I'm going to pay for it. Okay, everything but pickle. Skip that. And then I can just boom, 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 boom. So as soon as that's done... Oh no, that's actually like a line. I don't know what you said, but I agree with you. Okay, I have a little bit of time. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Is that done? That looks done. Yeah, you said it, man. Yay. Bag. And that's literally all he ordered, so he's fine. There you go, sir. And he's happy. Yes. As you should be. Everyone should be happy. No cheese. That's just weird. Like, where is the joy in a burger that doesn't have cheese? There isn't any. That I'll tell you. Like, it doesn't exist. It's not real. No cheese. I met lactose intolerant people who swear their love of cheese. Alright, I'll make the burger exactly the way you want it. I'm just saying you're a weirdo. Okay, well, if I have just a second, maybe I can keep grabbing trash while I'm waiting. So a quick lap around. Nothing's like jumping out at me. Yeah, man. I think we need a raise too. No cheese. Here you go, weirdo. Enjoy. No, let's just get the bag set up. Alright. Poppin' pork. Like... I know I kind of observed this when I was doing the demo, but, like, is it weird that I find some level of... What was that? That didn't sound good. Whatever it is, I'm gonna... I don't think I made a mistake. Get in there. Guess that's close enough. Looks like it's changed color. See, the action music is making this a little bit more stressful. Happy as always. Next. What do we got? No cheese. What is with these no cheese people? It's like they are just conspiring to... Yeah, it makes me unhappy. Alright. Slap down everything but the cheese. I don't want Happy to be unhappy with me. And it was... Pick up trash, reset rats, traps around entrances. Oh, they're literally right there. Oh, lovely. We found proven the efficacy of them while we're at it. This would be awful. Like, I'm not even washing my hands in between these tasks. Okay, might be long enough. I haven't really figured out what the timing on these is. Right now, I think I'm just getting lucky. Okay, whatever that was, I need you to stop. Next. Fantastic foul, no onion. I understand no onion. A lot of places get way carried away with their onion. Pickle cheese, skip the onion. Whoa! Shift has finished. Great job? What? But... Oh. Well, okay then. What the? Why is the Roomba on the stove? Yeah, that was weird, right? Forget it. What's that do? Oh, it destroys it. Okay. Then I can just throw this away, because this is no good to us. Ah, that means I didn't get those other tasks. Weak. Like, that's way more stressful than I expected. Like... right? Like... I made $50, which... in terms of work yield ratio means I'm being paid quite a lot. Can I still get those other like mini tasks? Why are there just random barrels out in the parking lot? I mean, we kind of already know this place is shady because, like, in the demo it was proven to us that it was shady. I'm gonna see if I can, like... Farmer's, like, way out here.
Will you survive this dark and dreary night, where shadow hath turned into a sea, an ocean of regret, in which you now drown?
I was not expecting that voice, or the poetry. The farmer. A man of few words, the buds are but livestock for him to harvest. Now we have, like, Super Robot Wars music here. No clearance. The Roomba's now outside. It's a magic Roomba. It just goes wherever it wants. That must be the stock. There's a lot of mousetraps. I thought he just meant they were, like, right outside the doors. Let's see if that counted, though. Ah, I bet it didn't. You know, that's fine. Let's just call it a day and take my new action figures that I have just, like, pilfered off work and just go home. No, I was trying to turn it off, but I guess that all does automatically. My energy hasn't gone down at all, but I was running constantly, so, like, either running doesn't need to clock... Wait, if I haven't clocked out, does that... I'm like, can I still do those extra objectives? Because I haven't technically clocked out yet? I bet not. That would be kind of cheating, because then you would just be able to serve customers and only do it once the day was over. Serve 4 customers, your threshold, you need less than 2 infractions, you got a total of 0, you satisfy the requirement for work today. Go team. Music in the game is really good. I really like that jukebox. So I now have $50. I want to see a big picture behind pile of burgers. I mean, yes? I suppose. That road's not blocked anymore. Maybe I can go spend my newfound income. It's not the healthiest attitude to have, but hey, it's a simulation, so it's fine. What are my options here? The steal and sell, so that's a pawn shop. New items every single day. Ronaldo's Mousels. C&G. Salon and Spa Plus. And a hospital. Presumably if Happy gets mad at me. Oh, a coin. Use it to upgrade the restaurant. Let's deal with this. Whoops. Can't seem to do anything with it. Out of order. Okay, so the tokens aren't currency. I thought that was like cold hard cash, but it's not. I suppose it is, but you can only use it for the specific upgrades. Don't like what a status post friend has to say. Consider hitting that squeak button when you squeak RAT security. Elite fact checkers will run interference, bait them into a rant, then call Rat will handle the rest. What? Informants who manage the squeak on offenders and lead to consistent doxing will get rewarded with their currency cheese slices. With enough cheese slices, you'll get a cheese wheel. Offenders who are squeaked on will be subject to our patented rat traps, in which we'll send bot accounts to coax them into saying things. We will then charge against their world's Scythian social credit score. This place is a dystopian hellhole of the, worst kind. Plague be gone. Murder the plague dead. Don't kill it with fire. Kill it with our powerful disinfectant. Then afterwards, act like a hero. Act like you came up with our patented formula. Clean your space, you filthy animal. Ask yourself, how far am I from resorting to jugs around here? Take accountability. What is going on in this world, and why is everything awful? Why? The ambient noise around here is powerful enough to take my head off. What's this?
As containment mode was designed to capture acid joy, using employees of test shop 6's bait.
What?
After observing Joy terrorizing Burger Farm test subjects, an enclosure was built around the restaurant. Lighting dims and goes red, and an alarm goes off to warn employees to take cover. Unfortunately, this never managed to work, and the enclosure was removed. ACM was discontinued, but Acid Joy ironically took control of the systems, and now she seems to trigger the stages of ACM herself, just to terrorize employees, scare them into efficiency.
What? That is so much worse than I expected. I expected, Triple J's Jazzy Java Joint, hot coffee and live jazz. I'm okay with that. I was expecting, oh, this restaurant sucks, ha ha ha, dark comedy. But we've gone full dark comedy with full sci-fi dystopia, straight out of my deepest nightmares. Did I serve you guys food earlier? And the instruments are never animated correctly. Oh, you guys happies too? Sorry, I shouldn't be turning my flashlight on in your face. Sorry? I'll just, hear a lot of ambient background noise, but it's really intense stuff.
Jazzy Java Joint. Who has it all? A band?
Okay.
Coffee? That's it, really. The coffee sure does give you a boost, though. You can serve customers at Burger Farm like 3 times as fast after you drink one.
Hang in. Nope. Do it at your apartment. And these guys go through their repertoire really fast. Okay, so what have we learned? Everything sucks. This world sucks. This is not Earth. This is planet Scythe. And there's some ACM, which I can't tell is an organization or a monster.
And you'll never have to pay attention to all that boring stuff again.
Boring stuff?
Quick Cure, making healthcare fun,
Hello?
passive, and carefree.
You're waiting for a witness too, huh? Is it snowing inside the building? Yeah, I think it is. No dice. Oh, another one of these notes. There's going to be a lot of lore. I'm getting that impression. I kind of already thought that. I love refrigerators. I guess I do. So let's check out these other places real quick, and then we're going to go home. Because I've already lost a lot of time to just curiosity. No loitering, no littering, no skateboarding, no photography, no fun. All offenders will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Happy, steal, and sell. Steal and sell is where we're headed, so... I feel like I could find just, like, anything under any corner, you know? That's just the sort of environment they've set up with this game. Hi! You can purchase some pretty interesting stuff here. Hi. Not big on talking, huh?
Ah, steal and sell. The one place in New Allegiant City you can buy radio transmitters and other rare and weird items. You might even be able to sell some things or two for some credits, but you aren't making money on the side, are you? We've got extra shifts available, you know.
Ever felt like making a complete mess for no reason at all? Boy, do we have you covered. 2 cracks in this digital camera with print function. Oh, a Bobo cell battery. Do not ingest? FM transmitter chip. Jog Dude portable radio. Barnyard Bud's clock. Scratch here ticket. 1 in 10 chances of winning up to 20 credits. No, I tend to have terrible luck with that kind of thing. Old jukebox delivered right to your home. That probably means you can just use the jukebox from work at home, which is cool. Okay, we've gone through everything. Thanks, smoking lady. Just a box. This place sure is interesting. Cannot work on my moosels. Future horse racer. Man-o-war. Invincible pie oh my. Domesticated trigger. Bearded funny. Those are the only options. Dog poo? Spreads disease, smells bad, contaminates drinking water, clean up after your pets. If your dog poops in public, clean it up. What? Nope, you have something? It's New Elysian law, clean up poop or face charges to your Scythian social credit. Okay. We have learned a lot in a very short span of time. 1, Snek handles stress really poorly, and 2, this place sucks. I don't mean the game. I mean, like, living in this world. Like, being in New Elysian City. Sucks. Like, this cannot possibly be an actually happy place. A museum. You have a museum? You should have all sorts of cool culture and stuff in there. And there's some non-zero chance of stuff not happy related could be in there. What's this? New Elysian Museum? Oh, this has to be the parking area. I'm not going to rent to a parking lot just for fun. So what else over here? Does this take me back home? This could just be another way home. There's a lot of places to explore. We went from a game that all takes place in one room except for the last 5 minutes to a massive... Yeah, this is my apartment. Yeah, that's where the police cars and stuff were. Okay. Alright. What do you think? No? Okay. I mean, I guess I do look a little strange standing out in the parking lot just holding a battery in my hand. Is there anything behind the apartment? King's Comfort. Very affordable apartments, relatively roach and rodent free. Relatively is where they get you. I've already found stuff dumpster diving. It's probably not a bad idea. There's a lot of ambient noise, and I don't know if it's me triggering something, or if it's just the game's way of messing with me. Is that actually my apartment? I don't see the coin out here, so I can't prove that. I feel like I'm gonna get mugged if I hang out back here. Well, guess it wasn't a complete waste of time after all. Alright, let's head home for now. Don't leave the meat out too long, it might spoil. So if I just leave like a random patty out, it really will turn bad. Which may be something you have to do, because they said something about driving off happy with rotten meat. Sounded like someone was like right next to me. Behold, the power of headphones. Oh, it's you. Hey, man. Work today was crazy, am I right? Yeah, I'll get out of your way, man. Sorry. I just leave my TV on all day, every day. Rock. Oh. I guess that was my apartment. I could see.
The Burger Farm employee, Toe, is just 35 years old, and yet his brain...
She's the leader of the Buds. You know her well. She's finally back to... What is she doing? GK rap reference. This game is made in a very similar vein to my own sense of humor. I appreciate that a lot. And... I literally just fell out of my apartment like an idiot. Did I expect that to work? No. Does it work? Yes. Oh, my energy finally went down. Boss is always watching, but not listening. No sound. So he can see me, but can't hear me? That does mean I can badmouth him all I want, so that's something. Are you Toe? I think that's what the lady was trying to talk about before I fell. Do you ever get any sleep ever? No. Maybe you're sleeping now? I mean, maybe, but... Are you Toe? Alright, man. Let's... Oh, I can re-listen to stuff here.
Ah, Steal and Sell. The one place in New Elysian City you can buy radio transmitters and other rare and weird items. You might even be able to sell some things or two for some credits, but you aren't making money on the side, are you? We've got extra shifts available, you know.
I don't even have a rotten patty in my fridge anymore. That's just gone. Ah, that's
the
one of
Burger
those.
Farm employee,
Okay.
Toe, is just 35 years old, and yet his brain activity has aged into that of an 87-year-old. He has lost the ability to perform his tasks in the restaurant, staring listlessly at burning patties. It's a wonder he hasn't burnt the place down. I've observed the same deterioration in the radio host Maverick Cooper. Most of the other test subjects have perished or disappeared, like E7. I will be ordering the extraction of Toe and Maverick when I depart. Hopefully they can regain cognitive function with rehabilitation.
They mentioned Maverick Cooper in the demo. I remember that because I commented that I thought he had a cool name. I don't know why I decided to take this battery home. I just kind of wanted it. Those batteries are one of those things in an adventure game you're always going to need. So, why wouldn't I? I'm going to store my collectibles on the shelf. I'll sort it out later. Things are getting interesting. I'm going to end today's episode here, just because that was kind of a lot, and if that exposition dump from the magazine ends up being too much, I'll make that its own separate video of me just going through all that. This is the Hipster Snek. This is Happy's Humble Burger Farm, and we'll be seeing more of this very soon. See you then.